Welcome everybody to a new video series that I'm going to be doing called Real Estate Agent Reacts. So most of the time when I post content on the internet, it might be houses that have sold, interesting things I've seen. It tends to be that the quirky buildings, the funny pictures, posted a picture once of a sort of river rock runway going through somebody's living room. Those tend to get the most engagement, so I thought it might be fun to look at some of the stuff like that live in a video series. Similar to a lot of the other reaction videos that we see, and we'll get a chance to take a look at some stuff together, react for the first time together. My marketing assistant has sent me over some videos that we're going to take a look at, or some listings that we're going to take a look at. We'll look at the pictures together and let's see how it goes. So let's get started. So this first one is a house in Vermont. Let's take a look at this. Okay. All right. So first picture looks like a colonial. Maybe a cape on the right side, sort of a modified version. It's got a metal roof, which is always nice. I see that propane tank on the left side. It looks rusted. Like, I think if my propane tank was that rusted, I might worry about it exploding. So that's a first concern. It's kind of a cute house. I think I'd live in that house if I was in Vermont. Oh, look at that. Wide open space. I like that. Big yard. It's probably a side yard, though. I doubt it comes with the property. It looks like a dirt road, sort of a gravel driveway though, so I can't imagine that's... Oh no, that is paved. Oh, just the front is dirt. Okay. A little bit of a side yard in the next photo. It looks like the side of the house needs some stuff. So one of the things I see in this is that siding's pretty dirty. It's probably wood siding and it's probably pretty old. It's gonna take a pretty penny to fix, which is probably why the price of this house is a little bit lower. And now we're looking at the kitchen. So okay, pretty standard kitchen, wood cabinets, white appliances. Not a huge fan of white appliances, but I do love the double oven. That's a beautiful window above the sink too, by the way. That sort of, what are those, 8/8 grid windows with a fan window above. You see that that curved window just above the sink? That's above the two windows that open. That's a fan window. Sort of an old colonial architectural style that you might see in New England, but rarely do you get that many windows right above a kitchen sink. This is pretty cool. I like that little bit of brick too in the kitchen. So let's take a look at the next photo. Oh, look at that stove. Wow. God, that thing's got to be 80 years old, 100 years old. That looks like one of those stoves that you had to put wood in just to heat the top. Wow, that is an old antique stove. Wow, that's gorgeous. So let's keep going. Next photo, and now we're into our classic New England old style wallpaper. You see these in a lot of the antique homes, right? We've all walked in and seen these. And I think wallpaper is one of those things that when it is really busy, like this one is, it takes a lot of the sort of the visual appeal away from the house, but it's so simple to get rid of that wallpaper or to paint over it or to put a clean wallpaper over it. It makes it much more modern. It is one of the biggest gaps between low value and high value. So let's take a look at the rest of the dining room. We'll go into the bathroom. Clean bathroom, pretty straightforward, walk-in shower. I love that woodwork though next to the toilet. That wood paneling, that's probably original tongue and groove with some old, really nice finishes. It's good finished carpentry work. Our old house friends probably love this stuff. I'm a huge This Old House fan, by the way. Make sure you watch that. If you're thinking about buying a house, you'll learn a lot about renovations, how to maintain your house. One of the greatest shows ever made. So now we're into what looks like the living room. Pretty straightforward. It looks a little tight, but I can't complain. We're looking at a staircase going up to the second floor. We'll take a look at some of the bedrooms, and now I see why Hannah wanted me to take a look at this this listing. So we have what looks like, in maybe the master bedroom, one of the bedrooms, it looks like a 45-degree slanted window. This is you don't see these a lot, but you do see them in New England. So you may or may not know this. I'm glad that I know what this is. Otherwise, this video wouldn't have made any sense. It would just be me laughing at a crooked window. This is actually a witch's window. There's an old myth. I don't know if it's true or not. If this is the real story, but there's an old myth that witches in New England couldn't get into your home if the window was turned sideways, like this one is. This is hysterical. I would love to have a witch's window in my house. Just for the simple fact that I could explain it to everybody who comes in, and I'd have such a unique, this is such a cool property. That's such a cool window. Awesome. Yeah, so apparently witches can't lean when they fly on their broomsticks. Maybe that's the theory behind it. But otherwise, this looks like a fairly traditional room. A very pink bedroom comes up next. Then a little bit of blue bedroom. So I used to, back in college, I used to live on the top floor of a apartment, a Victorian. The house, we lived on the top floor, me and my roommate, shout out to my old roommate, Matt. And the ceilings were slanted like you would expect in some old houses at the top, or just a traditional cape, for example. And I used to describe our apartment as having character. Character was my code word for you can't walk around most of the house unless you walk around like this. Because it always felt to me like those old New England homes that had a lot of charm and character also had ceilings that were slanted that you couldn't walk in. So this house has some character. Also has some pretty bright colors. A little tight space and a couple of the workspaces, but otherwise this seems like a home that would probably be gorgeous with some renovation. The problem is it's probably in the middle of nowhere in Vermont, wherever Guildhall, Vermont is. Yeah, I see some unfinished space here, some workshops, old electrical panel, but now I see this photo. I love this. Look at the plumbing work, man. That is some great plumbing work. That Buderus boiler, I call Buderus boilers the BMW of boilers because they are made in Germany, first of all, like a BMW, and they're all blue. You can always tell a Buderus boiler because it's blue, and it's actually the exact same boiler that I just put in my house that I just bought a couple months ago. So they're not cheap, but they are the best and will add a ton of value. And look at that plumbing work, those sort of perfectly lined up pipes. That's clean. We call that plumbing porn. However, the wet floor and the fieldstone leaking foundation is probably the opposite of that, whatever the opposite of plumber porn is. So you definitely need some patching on that fieldstone. But overall, I mean, this is a pretty cool house. It's an old New England house. Oh God, we're not done. I thought that was it. I thought we were done. What is this? Is this an old prison? What is this photo? Those look like individual prison cells. Maybe this was like, I mean, it's Vermont. Were these like, there's a toilet inside? Was this like the old prison? What is going on here? There are like jail cells. They gotta be in like a dark basement or something like that. Oh my God. What, are there more photos? Let's take a look. Let's go to the next one. Oh boy, big, and then, oh wow, that's sketchy with the what is that, an old like shower torn down? This is creepy. Plus bars on the windows. This is like a torture basement? What is this? I've never seen this. Is that a bed that folds down? Oh great, they're renovating it. They put up new insulation, because if you're gonna have a prison in your basement, you want it to be modern, right? Maybe an open concept prison. Oh my God, what a creepy, creepy basement. All right, so I thought this was a quaint, cute old house that needed some renovation. Turns out this is great for those of you who wanna keep prisoners. So knock yourself out with that one. If you're thinking about getting into the kidnapping business, check out this house in Vermont. What a creepy house. Jesus, well, I'm glad that we started off with a bang with this one. So yeah, hey, if you like this video, subscribe, like, share it with your friends, tell everybody about it. And as always, if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in Madison, New Hampshire, hit me and my team up, and I'll see you guys next week.